Miami 21, New England 6 as we get you ready for the start of the third quarter. Welcome back, Gillette Stadium, broadcast booth, Ian Eagle, along with Solomon Wilcots. And the bottom line, a lot of feelings going in that New England would have an easy time winning their 22nd game in a row in the regular season. Funny thing happened, though, in the first half on the way to potentially number 22. It was Ronnie Brown.
Yeah, Ronnie Brown showed up, and I think some great creativity by the offensive coordinator, Dan Henne, designing run plays for Ronnie Brown to get to the second level in that spread formation with Chad Pennington not even in the backfield. Ronnie Brown taking the snap from center and then running it in. And then the defense pouring in on Matt Castle. 3 sacks in the first half, 2 by the prognosticating Joey Porter. So he's making plays. He showed up. So it's been about defense, Ronnie Brown, and the run game for the Miami Dolphins. And right now, just stunning the New England Patriots.
First half numbers, all Miami. Chad Pennington, 12 of 14, 166 yards, including 11 straight completions for Chad. Franchise record, 15 straight, held by our own Dan Marino. So Ronnie Brown, 3 touchdowns. Matt Castle, the interception, could have been number 2. He was fortunate in what should have been a pick by Hill, actually turned out to be a reception by Wes Welker. And now the adjustments for Bill Belichick and the chess match for Tony Sparano, looking for his first victory as an NFL head coach. Gostowski kicking it off. Devon Best, the return man. And he'll take a knee. Touchback. Dolphins will have it at the 20 to open up this second half. Well, Chad Pennington, the one thing that stood out, the recurring theme in our conversations with the Miami Dolphins, when Chad's name came up, what was the word that we kept hearing over and over? Credibility. He gave us instant credibility.
Yeah, Ricky Williams was very clear. He said, you know, he gave us that spark we was looking for at the quarterback position. Remember, they have been rotating 3 different quarterbacks, and he shows up, and they could instantly tell that he was going to be their starting quarterback because of the poise and confidence, I think, that spread throughout the football team.
Miami not accustomed to playing from ahead. New England not accustomed to playing from behind. Let's see how these two teams react as they converge around Ronnie Brown. And brought down very quickly.
Yeah, one of the things you're going to see, and I think we saw it on that first play, Rodney Harrison moving down in the box. Number 37, the guy to keep the eye on, as he'll look to be a factor in their run defense. I think anything they do right now, they got to start by defending the line of scrimmage, shutting down this run game for the Miami Dolphins, because the wide receivers haven't shown that they can consistently provide big plays for the Miami offense.
And does Miami get conservative? They've got the 21-6 lead. They were anything but conservative in that first half with a number of trick plays. Give is to Brown, trying to gash it up the middle, a 5-yard gain. Vince Wilfork will be given credit for the stop. Brown getting the start here, and Ricky Williams rotated in. Both have been effective. And Dan Henning, he's pulled out all the stops with Chad Pennington lining up on 4 different occasions as a wide receiver.
And most teams struggle running against this 3-4 defense for the New England Patriots, but the Dolphins, they run a 3-4 scheme. So I think they have a better feel of understanding where the fits are in that defensive front for the Patriots.
On a 3rd and 5 now for Miami. Moving pocket, Pennington knocked down. Adalius Thomas. He can do it all, playing multiple positions. And Belichick talked about how he loves the challenge of moving all over the field and playing in different spots.
Not just the physical versatility, but the high football IQ, the mentality to adjust to different positions. Watch as he runs through the passing lane. Nearly had the interception, but still the presence of mind to bat it down. You force the 3 and out by the Dolphins. You get good field position on this possession for New England.
Brandon Fields, he's got a powerful leg, and he sends Kevin Falk all the way back to the 15. Falk trying to weave his way through traffic. And he was towing that sideline after the 60-yard punt, a 19-yard return. Does Matt Castle have a comeback in him? We're going to find out.
Few wide receiver combos are more productive than the Arizona Cardinals' Anquan Boldin and Larry Fitzgerald. Boldin brings the thunder.
He's got a touchdown! Anquan Boldin!
And Fitz Benefits provides the lightning for a Cardinals team that had their best record in 9 seasons.
That is one great catch. You gotta be kidding me.
In 2008, they'll look to lead Arizona to its first playoff berth in a decade.
Just because you're thousands of miles from the nearest big league stadium doesn't mean you can't be a big league fan. Majestic Athletic, the official uniform supplier for all 30 Major League Baseball teams. Available now all over Europe at NESN.com.
12-yard touchdown strike to number 12, Marcus Colston.
Feature one! Touchdown Tampa Bay! Ernest Graham takes it to the house.
Touchdown Atlanta.
NASN is Europe's #1 network dedicated to the very best in top live North American sports 24/7. Your home for full season coverage of the NFL, MLB, NHL, college basketball, college football, ESPN's top-rated magazine shows, and lots more live sports action. Visit NASN.com for more information.
New England Patriots, 3-time Super Bowl champions. They were minutes away from adding a 4th crown, with the Giants rallying to get the win. Sammy Morris, the spin move, and Kendall Langford, first man there to greet him. It's a 2-yard gain. 18 new castaways marooned in exotic Africa. Survivor Gabon premieres Thursday on CBS in high definition. Now, New England just trying to survive this one. 21 consecutive regular season wins. And the Miami Dolphins with a 21-6 advantage on the Patriots. We are early in the 3rd quarter. Big test for Matt Castle now. Out of the shotgun. And could not get it to Welker. Incomplete. 3rd and 8 now for New England. Is Castle rattled? This is obviously new territory for him, trying to come from behind with this team.
No, I think he's fine. Ball coming out on rhythm. You have to have the wide receivers get your head around, but you could see the possession so far not yielding great results. And so it's about putting it together, and I think his weapons around him. Again, Wes Welker, Kevin Falk, you have to be able to make defenders miss in order to move the chain.
Still waiting to see if New England will try to throw the deep ball to Randy Moss. That has not been part of the repertoire so far. Castle, he was looking for Moss. Incomplete.
Okay, now I got to tell you right now, that ball was thrown on the money. I didn't see Randy Moss go with any kind of exuberance to go inside and try to catch this ball. See the little short give up there? I could see Randy Moss shutting it down and maybe downshifting as you have to attack that ball. And I think Castle put the ball right on the spot where he expected Randy Moss to be.
Chris Hansen on to punt it. The veteran now in his 10th year in the NFL. And Devon Bess, the return man. Ted Ginn is not a part of the return game, as that one will take a roll to the 1. Penalty marker thrown. Was he out of bounds and then made his way back in? Matthew Slater came down the field to touch it up.
If he was pushed out of bounds, he's allowed to come back in. If he goes out of bounds on his own, now he can come back in and make a play. He just can't be the first player to touch the ball. That would be considered an illegal touch.
It was a perfect punt. 63 yards from Hansen.
That's what you got.
Bill Carollo.
Illegal touching of a kick by the kicking team. Number 18 went out of bounds, came back in, was the first to touch it.
So things that normally go New England's way are not.
No, it's saying he went out of bounds on his own, and now once he comes back in, he cannot be the first one to touch the ball.
He's back out there right now. They're showing blitz.
I think players underestimate the closing speed of Urlacher.
And then Urlacher cleans him up. And down he goes. He's hit by Urlacher on the blitz. And down he goes. And intercepted by Urlacher.
That's a heck of a play by Urlacher to ignite the whole stadium. That's a great individual effort by Urlacher.
Throws it down. Caught by Boston College. I don't believe it.
Touchdown, Sun Devils. The Snake does it again. Frost to the middle.
Kick. That penalty by number 18 is accepted. It's a 5-yard penalty. 4th down, re-kick.
So they re-kick it now, and Best will get his opportunity again. Sperano, of course, banking on the idea that Hansen's not going to boom at 63+ yards. So 4th down, New England to punt it again. Here's Hansen. Angling towards the sideline, and this one will bounce up in the air. Does not take a New England roll. So Miami will have it just outside the 20-yard line when we come back. A 48-yard punt. Right now, Miami is in control here in the 3rd.
In 2007, rookie wideout Calvin Johnson helped the Detroit Lions win 5 of their first 7 games.
Welcome to the NFL, rookie.
That is one great catch.
At 6'4", Johnson is a big and rugged target for the Lions.
Calvin Johnson dives in for a Lion touchdown.
But don't let his size fool you. Averaging almost 16 yards per catch in 2007, Johnson has the speed to pose a deep threat too.
NASN brings you the very best MLB coverage, including the playoffs and the 2008 World Series. Major League Baseball, only on NASN.
Miami Dolphins with a 21-6 advantage on the New England Patriots. Who would have thought? 12-11 to go in this 3rd quarter at Gillette Stadium. Chad Pennington, and the Dolphins take over from the 21. Pennington to throw, and complete. Ted Ginn over the middle, out across the 35-yard line. It's an 18-yard pass play. It's not too late to play free fantasy football at NFL.com/fantasy, and also enter the NFL.com Fantasy Inside Access Sweepstakes for a chance to win a trip for 2 to the Super Bowl. All coming up. Check it out, NFL.com. Got to tell you, it's an eerie feeling here. These fans don't know how to react right now.
Dolphins have taken control of the game, and Chad Pennington is running the show.
On a give for Ricky Williams, and Williams is stood up as he crossed the 45-yard line, but that's another 7-yard gain. Well, Patriots fans,
yeah,
this is not something that they're accustomed to, sitting in their home stadium and watching their team get dominated.
And a team that was 1-15 1 year ago. Bill Parcells, Tony Sperano came over, overturned the roster very quickly. And Tony Sperano talked about how young this football team is. 28 players, 3 years or less experience. And so this is very shocking.
And Williams through a hole and diving forward for a first down. Vince Wilfork in on that stop. And they'll move the chains for Miami. Bill Parcells, as we go deeper into the storylines here, Parcells is the executive vice president of football operations for the Dolphins. He made a big hire with Tony Sparano, who was a coach under Parcells in Dallas. Parcells has his own history with the Patriots. Head coach when Bill Belichick was assisting him from '93 to '96. They went to the Super Bowl in '96, losing to Green Bay. Pete Carroll came in and Belichick got his shot. Ricky Williams, who had nothing but praise for the New England defense. We asked him about going against the Pats as often as he has. He said, look, they make you work for every yard you get, and they hit you all 4 quarters. They hit you just as hard in the fourth as they do in the first.
And you could see on that hit by Mike Vrabel on Ricky Williams, and Mike Vrabel was bringing the wood. He was coming in, laying the lick, and they understand that in order to get control of this game, the defense in the front 7, Vrabel, Bruschi, Adalius Thomas, Richard Seymour, they have to control the line of scrimmage.
The Dolphins methodically going about their business on offense. A 2nd and 6, and a flag comes down. Penalties have not been a big issue here for Miami. Remember, last week they had 2 penalties for too many men on the field.
False start, 68, offense, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Ikechukwu Ndukwe in his 2nd year out of Northwestern, inexperienced right guard. When Donald Thomas, the rookie, went down with a foot injury, Ndukwe got his opportunity.
You, my man, are a wordsmith.
You've been waiting for me to say his name all day.
Excellent job. I know you were intimidated a little bit.
Ikechukwu. I'll say it again. Ikechukwu Ndukwe. I practiced it in the mirror for 2 hours last night. Ricky Williams, the catch and run for a first down. Rodney Harrison applied that pressure on Chad Pennington. It goes down as a 12-yard gain.
You might ask, where was the defense? They were pouring in on Chad Pennington. They blitz. Look at the pressure. Rodney Harrison gets there, but the second wave of defenders aren't there. Gerard Mayo is able to make the tackle, but not until Ricky Williams is able to pick up that first down. So right now, you get the sense Dan Henning has this defense for the Patriots just a bit off balance. They're able to just get their way down the field a little bit at a time as this offense is moving. 17 run plays and 17 pass plays before that play when Ronnie Brown's dumped on the ground.
Ty Warren and Teddy Bruschi combined to bring down Brown, and they've got almost sarcastic applause after that play that they finally stopped the run. It's a loss of 1.
Oh, it's rare that you're able to see an offense move the ball on the ground against this really veteran defense where you have so many guys who know what they're doing and they know what the guy next to them are doing. They are the best at playing help defense.
41 rushing yards for Brown, 3 touchdowns. Pennington to throw. Pressure is coming. Pennington avoids it. Off the pirouette and throw. How about that? Finding Ernest Wilford. 15 yards. Chad Pennington.
Wow.
Nimble enough to get away from Adalius Thomas.
Adalius Thomas comes in. Watch it. He stunts underneath. And it's a perfect move. I mean, perfect stunt in game ran by the defenders. Thomas whiffs as Chad Pennington rolls out and then keeps his vision down the field. Watch as he's looking down the field for someone to get the ball to, and he finds Ernest Wilford. Tremendous presence and a tremendous play by Chad Pennington.
Remember, Thomas was the one who had the 20-yard sack of Brett Favre in the 4th quarter last week, the one that just kept going in the wrong direction for New York, as Williams is met by Deltha O'Neal after a gain of about 1.
Already over 200 yards passing. 15 of 18 is Chad Pennington for 211 yards. And I think just really doing a good job of managing the game. I think Tony Sparano, this is what they saw in Chad Pennington. All week long we heard Chad Henne, who played last week on an 18-play drive, 89-yard for the touchdown, and everyone thinks Henne's going to replace Pennington. We told you at the top, Pennington is the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins.
2nd and 9 now for Miami. Quick throw outside, Ted Ginn. And again, trying to put Ginn in positions to make positive plays. A catch and run, looking for open field. We know he's explosive. Number 9 pick in 2007. He has shown flashes, but has not been able to remain consistent. And an injury for the New England Patriots. We'll update you on that when we come back to Foxborough.
In cuts from the right side and an out cuts on the left side.
I gave it to him. I gave it to him.
Big win. We're moving on.
We are not finished. We are not finished, fellas.
That's 3 in the first quarter. How much celebrating y'all want me to do?
Come on! I ain't gonna need this hat where we going. That's how you finish.
February the 3rd, 2008. At stake, the Vince Lombardi Trophy. The New England Patriots trying to rewrite history. The Giants an improbable run.
This Giant team has faith in their hearts. They think they can win this game.
And Super Bowl 42 is underway.
Second down and goal to go. Moreeeee right side. In. Touchdown. Lawrence Moreeeee.
Sacked by Michael Strahan. Steps up. Sacked again.
Loses the ball.
This Giant defense is really, really good.
Play fake. Manning to throw to the end zone. Touchdown. Back to throw. Lobs one right for Morse. Touchdown. The Patriots have the lead with 2:42 to go. Manning under pressure. Avoids the rush. Still fights out of it. Now throws it deep downfield. Wide open Tyree, who makes the catch.
What a play.
39 seconds to go. Manning lobs it left. First is wide open. The New York Giants are the Super Bowl 42 champions.
Teddy Bruschi was the injured Patriot, but he was able to get up and walk off on his own. So Gary Guyton, rookie, free agent out of Georgia Tech, replaces him. Chad Pennington is not under center. Again, Ronnie Brown looking to throw it. Brown, touchdown! Anthony Fasano. They've pulled out all the stops here in New England, and the Miami Dolphins are trouncing the Patriots.
Chad Henne, you deserve a game ball. A wonderful design. Tony Sparano's got to be elated with what he is seeing. And you know Bill Belichick and his defense talked about it. And watch the tight end. That's Fasano there. He's going to get behind the defense. The left-hand throw from Ronnie Brown. So we saw Ronnie Brown run the lead play behind Justin Smiley. We also saw the reverse play off that same action going to Ricky Williams, and now the fake reverse rollout throw from Ronnie Brown leads to yet another touchdown from that same formation.
The extra point from Dan Carpenter. What has happened today here in Foxborough? The Miami Dolphins have looked like world beaters.
February the 3rd, at stake, the Vince Lombardi Trophy.
Brady looks, fires, touchdown!
One touchdown, we are world champions.
Manning, back to throw. The rush, gonna be hit, gonna be sacked. No, he got out of it. Now he fires downfield, and it is caught. How in the world did he do that?
Manning takes the snap, looks left, lobs it left. First is wide open, touchdown Giants! And let the celebration begin.
We won the Super Bowl.
He sets the kick and the pitch. He struck him out. Rigetti has pitched a no-hitter. Dave Rigetti has pitched a no-hitter. And the Yankees pour on the field to congratulate Dave Rigetti.
Great game by Dave Rigetti. Look at him. You like to see him happy like that.
Monday means NFL on NASN, and we've got another great matchup this week. Brett Favre and his Jets head east and cruise into San Diego to face LT and the Chargers. Coverage kicks off with ESPN's Monday Night Countdown. Live NFL, New York Jets versus the San Diego Chargers. This Monday, only on NASN.
The Miami Dolphins have put on an offensive clinic here this afternoon. They lead it 28-6 over the Pats. 5:46 to go in the third. Ellis Hobbs, the return man. And Hobbs trying to give the Pats a spark here. Hobbs hurdling. Hobbs still on his feet, and he'll get caught from behind and across the 25-yard line. Charlie Anderson running him down. 81-yard return for Ellis Hobbs.
Well, that's got to be a spark for the Patriots here in the second half, as they falling deeper and deeper into this hole.
Well, TV's #1 comedy returns with a shocking twist you gotta see to believe. 2.5 Men season premiere. It's tomorrow at 9, 8 Central on CBS. Hobbs had an excellent return to open the day. Patriots could do nothing with that field position, and now Matt Castle takes over with a 1st and 10 at the Miami 23. Castle throwing it. That one looked like it came out of his hands like a corkscrew.
No, I tell you what he was doing. He understood and saw the break of Will Allen. Had he thrown that ball on the money to Randy Moss, it would have been intercepted and returned for a touchdown. Will Allen had an excellent break on the ball. Matt Castle understood he had to throw it away.
So Randy Moss, the intended receiver, as Hobbs is just looking to catch his breath. 2nd and 10 for New England. Castle, protection holds up on a crossing route. Wes Welker. And brought down inside the 15.
Good pick set by the official on that crossing route. Wes Welker's very clever. He understands where those officials are, knows where the defender is, and really ran that route off the official who put a pick on the defender, Jeremiah Bell, and left him wide open for an easy completion for Matt Castle.
A legal pick at that. When the official's involved, it's legal.
It's very much legal.
Not throwing a penalty on themselves. 3rd and 1. On a give, Sammy Morris, and he's got a 1st down. Inching closer to the 10-yard line.
I think it's important for Matt Castle and the Patriots to really capitalize off that long kick return from Ellis Hobbs. You can't just settle for a field goal here. I mean, to me, this is 4-down territory for Bill Belichick. They want a touchdown here. They worked on their red zone possessions all week in practice, spent a lot of time on it yesterday. They expect to come away with a touchdown in this situation.
Line of scrimmage is the 12. Castle operating out of the gun, throws, nobody home. Jabbar Gaffney in a matchup with Channing Crowder. Gaffney wanted a penalty. He felt the linebacker had impeded his path.
Certainly some contact between the two prior to the arrival of the ball, but Channing Crowder is entitled to his position on the field.
So 2nd and 10 for New England. 2 Stephen Gostkowski field goals. That's it. That's all the offense right now for the Pats.
At what point do you give the fade route to Randy Moss?
Castle fires, complete. Moss had it, lost it at the end. Dolphins claim they've got it. Was the play whistle dead? Will be the question.
Yeah, they got to call him down on this play. He caught the ball and was down on the ground.
And it would be down inside the 5.
The ruling on the field is a catch down by contact. 3rd down.
So they're looking for a couple yards now for the 1st down.
Really good throw. It's a stick throw right in the chest of Randy Moss. And watch as he makes this catch. He's down there, then the ball comes out. Did he have control of it? I'd say yes, right there. Now he's on his way down, and then the rip and the tug by the defender to pry the ball loose.
Yeah, clearly the right call on the field. Keeps this drive going. On a 3rd and 2 from the 5. Shotgun. Castle steps. Incomplete. Gaffney in the area on the front side. Randy Moss on the backside, and Castle took a shot.
It's really about the pressure on Matt Castle, who did the right thing, stepped up in the pocket, tried to stay alive as much as he could, still got rid of the football. As you see, he takes a hit to Randy Starks. Now 4th and 2. We said it was 4-down territory. They've got to go for it. Do you take it up top and try to get the one-on-one matchup with Randy Moss? But safeties been providing help over the top.
Fans come to their feet. Castle looking on 4th down. Touchdown! Jabbar Gaffney with a bullet from Matt Castle, and the Patriots trying to climb back into it.
How many times have we seen Tom Brady make the clutch play at the right time in the game to keep his team in this football game, to give him a chance to come back? Matt Castle remains poised and calm. He looks for Moss, then come backside. And if the official doesn't fall down and remove himself from the presence of Jabbar Gaffney, that ball probably is going to hit the official and not be caught. Tremendous play by Matt Castle and Jabbar Gaffney.
Extra point, Stephen Gostowski. And don't forget the 81-yard return from Hobbs to set all this up. For those that might be thinking, why not go for 2 here? And too early to start chasing points. You're still in the 3rd quarter, 28-13.
No matter where we go, East Coast, West Coast, North, South, it's game day, baby. We're gonna make it happen.
Oh man, this football was a baby. Hey, hopefully both teams run the ball 50 times.
Shut your sorry ass up. They can't stop me, son. They can't stop me. All they can do is hope they can stop me.
Mike just watched the way he danced past those 2 blockers. Slam dunk.
ESPN 360. Wherever and whenever you're online, you're at the game.
In 2007, rookie wideout Calvin Johnson helped the Detroit Lions win 5 of their first 7 games.
Welcome to the NFL, rookie.
That is one great catch.
At 6'4", Johnson is a big and rugged target for the Lions.
Calvin Johnson dives in for a Lion touchdown.
But don't let his size fool you. Averaging almost 16 yards per catch in 2007, Johnson has the speed to pose a deep threat, too.
Seven-play, 23-yard drive, the 5-yard touchdown catch for Gaffney after the 81-yard kick return from Ellis Hobbs. And it's 28-13. Miami in front with 3:20 to go. Still plenty of football left. We're in the 3rd quarter. Gostowski will kick it off. And Bess is the return man from the 3. And Bess got caught behind a wall at the 15. Heath Evans getting down the field to make the play. And coming up Tuesday on CBS, see why Entertainment Weekly calls The Mentalist a fun, fast-paced treat. Simon Baker stars as The Mentalist. That premieres Tuesday, right here on CBS. Big premiere week coming up here on CBS. 28-13. Miami now has to deal with this Patriot crowd because the touchdown woke them up. From the 15-yard line. Fake the handoff. Pennington to throw it. Little soft toss. Ronnie Brown falls down. And just short of a first down. It's a 9-yard gain. Combination of Mayo and Guyton there to bring him down. A couple of rookies.
Yeah, and Miami is only 3 of 5 on third down, which means most of their plays are really coming on first and second down. They're really executing in terms of moving the ball. And now facing 2nd and 9. You could tell
second
and one. They gained 9 yards on that first down play. So they've been really successful on first and second down at moving the football.
So on 2nd and short now, Brown will stay in there, and Ronnie Brown will get the first down. Made a little juke move and picked up 3. Crowd quiets down as we roll down. Just about 2 minutes left in this third quarter.
And that's exactly what you have to do. Keep the ball in the hands of Ronnie Brown. Good things have happened for this offense today when Ronnie Brown's touched the football for Tony Sperano. He understands that on this possession, got to continue to eat time off the clock. You can't grow conservative and still continue to attack this New England Patriots defense.
From the 27 of Miami, Chad Pennington, 32-31 record as a starter in the NFL. Ronnie Brown cutting it to the outside and sprinting upfield for an 8-yard gain.
Just a little option play, a little flip over to Ronnie Brown. He must feel like he's back in college. A lot of these plays that you're seeing are accustomed to maybe being more suited for the college game, but they're catching this defense off balance. They're giving this Patriots defense some looks that they haven't seen before.
Now Ronnie Brown did share carries with a Williams in college, not Ricky, but Cadillac. So he's accustomed to this. And certainly the multi-purpose dimension that he brings to the game has been on display throughout the day today. 2nd and 2. Handoff, it's Brown again, ducking forward and very close. Rodney Harrison pushing along that line of scrimmage.
Well, Ronnie Brown's running strong. You come off a knee injury that ended your year last season after 7 games, and still to be able to come in this game and break tackles and create yards after contact like what we even saw in that play as he extended to come close to that first down marker. I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing from Ronnie Brown today.
Chain gang comes out, measurement here. And Miami indicating it's enough. The officials take a peek. No.
Like 1 link of that chain. Right?
Very close. 46 seconds remain in this third quarter. Now Tony Sperano, first year as a head coach in the NFL, native of West Haven, Connecticut, had to put a cap on the tickets at 15. His sisters, his sister-in-law, his nieces.
He was really frugal, though. I mean, we've talked to players and coaches that we had to run up to at least 40 or 50. He cut it off pretty early.
Solomon, you had more than 15 tickets allotted for this game.
You know, the coach, he wants to focus on the game. You know, he's trying to get his first win. I'm sure he would love to see him after the game, but the work at hand at this point is to try to figure out how to beat Bill Belichick and these New England Patriots.
3rd and inches. Well, they've written a tremendous script so far. Can they come up with the ending of their liking? Pennington, handoff, Ronnie Brown. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. Needed inches, got about 1.5 yards, almost 2 yards on the carry.
And most of their really good run plays are coming off the left side. Justin Smiley, Jake Long putting in excellent work for Tony Sperano and the Miami Dolphins.
The Dolphins 1 quarter away, pulling off the upset in New England.
Four fast-talking American sports writers right there.
We got Rex.
Don't miss them. Get muted every day on Around the Horn, weekdays on NASN, Europe's source for North American sports. Hornby!
Reports have just come in. More details to come on this breaking story.
NASN brings you the very best MLB coverage, including the playoffs and the 2008 World Series. Major League Baseball, only on NASN.
The winner of this year's Heisman Trophy.
Touchdown to Tebow! Turn out the lights, the party's over.
Last regular season loss for the New England Patriots, December the 10th, 2006, came against the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins are 0-2. An 11-game road losing streak. And now Miami sends Pennington out to the perimeter again, and it's Ronnie Brown. And they continue to gash the Patriots. Ronnie Brown is gone. Touchdown, Dolphins. He has just tied Miami's franchise record for touchdowns in a game as flags come down. Held by Paul Warfield and Mark Ingram.
There was a scuffle over the middle of the field well after Ronnie Brown had gotten to the end zone. It was between a couple of players. And I got to tell you, when they snapped the ball, I didn't see much movement by the Patriots defense, as if they were caught off guard and didn't know the ball had been snapped.
Every time Ronnie Brown has lined up under center, something good has happened.
Well, every time they've had that direct snap to him, and you would expect the Patriots would be aware or alert that something's happening. They've caught him off guard so many times, they didn't know what to get on that play.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Both are dead ball fouls. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 50, New England. Personal foul, number 34, on the offense, Miami. The penalties will offset. Result of the play, touchdown.
62 yards for Brown. And what a day for this Miami running attack.
Now watch the right side of this defensive line here at the bottom of your screen. See, they're just all sitting waiting for something to come back, but no one pursues over to the other side where Ronnie Brown just rips off a long one, and none of the defenders seem to know what to expect on this play. Everyone's sort of caught flat-footed watching the play. No one's getting off blocks. No one is making tackles at the second level, where Brandon Merriweather, 31, missed terribly in the open field on Ronnie Brown.
And the issue between Ricky Williams and Mike Vrabel. Vrabel took exception to the fact that Williams blocked him down low once Brown had the step on him. Vrabel was not catching up. Dan Carpenter, the extra point. And it's 35-13. Miami. Boy, oh boy.
NASCAR. How bad have you got it?
So that's a double helping of live NCAA football. With College Bowl on the side. And how'd you like your commentary done? Sunny side up?
ESPN 360. Wherever and whenever you're online, you're at the game.
Monday means NFL on NASN, and we've got another great matchup this week. Brett Favre and his Jets head east and cruise into San Diego to face LT and the Chargers. Coverage kicks off with ESPN's Monday Night Countdown. Live NFL, New York Jets versus the San Diego Chargers. This Monday, only on NASN.
Ronnie Brown has been Jim Thorpe today. It's gotten completely ridiculous. 4 rushing touchdowns for Ronnie Brown. He threw for another. For those who didn't know if Ronnie Brown was a lefty or not, now we know.
Now we know, and you better beware when he rolls to his left. He's had, or at least played a part in all 5 touchdowns today by the Miami Dolphins.
And they have throttled the New England Patriots here. Ellis Hobbs on the return. Hobbs has been a bright spot as he's ridden out of bounds by Jason Allen. Let's check out our game summary here. Patriots looking to make it 22 wins in a row in the regular season. Ronnie Brown had other ideas. So did Joey Porter.
Yeah.
He had that idea actually earlier in the week.
He told us earlier in the week they were coming after Matt Castle, and they have. They've had the sacks. He's had 2 of his own, but now can Matt Castle provide the comeback and lead this team down the field? The offense seems to be making plays, but the defense can't stop Miami from running the football.
Castle, that ball was tipped and caught. Hauled in by Gaffney. So another tip ball at the line of scrimmage. That one covers 7 yards. NFL Today update. Let's go to JB in New York.
Ian and Solomon after Buffalo's trip. Edwards throws a pick. 3 plays later, Jamarcus Russell, the defensive end playing quarterback, takes it across with a 1-yard sneak. 16-7 Oakland. Back to Ian.
Well, thanks very much, JB. It could be a day of upsets around the National Football League, depending upon how things sort out there. Here, Miami is having its way with the New England Patriots.
Absolutely. I think playing one well of a ball game in all phases, particularly on offense with Ronnie Brown. Defense doing a really good job also of putting pressure on Matt Castle as they said they would.
So Castle has looked ordinary. 19 of 30, 131 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Out of the gun on 3rd and 3. And right to the line, ball popped loose. Miami's got it. Joey Porter knocked it free. The Dolphins take over. Patriots fans looking around for solace.
Well, we got to show you something. Yes, this is something where you have a tight end who's wide open, and Castle never saw him. Watch Thomas going to come here. He gets behind the defense. Matt Castle never sees him. This would have been an easy touchdown. Now the protection had hold up, see he's open. So he did have time to get the ball over to Thomas, the tight end who got behind the secondary. I think it would have been an easy touchdown. And now the fans even saw him wide open. And they say, well, if we can't hit the guy who's wide open and score an easy touchdown, might as well hit for the X's.
And off to Ricky Williams, keeps the legs churning. Now, these fans who might have thought they were going to leave early today because the team was up big on Miami never envisioned that they'd be leaving early today because the Patriots would be down 35-13, 21 straight regular season wins. Miami, 11 straight road losses. Over that span that New England has won 21 in a row, Miami has won a grand total of 1 game.
Well, earlier today, Ricky Williams, Ronnie Brown, they came in averaging below 3 yards per carry. Today, Ricky Williams averaged more than 6 yards per carry, and Ronnie Brown, 7.3. So if you would have told me that Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams was going to run the ball this well against this Patriots defense, I would have told you no way.
Mike Vrabel there defensively against Ricky Williams. Miami Dolphins. Yes, a new beginning. Bill Parcells, Executive VP of Football Operations. Jeff Ireland, the General Manager, spent 7 years with Dallas. His most recent role, the Vice President of College and Pro Scouting. Tony Sperano getting his opportunity as a head coach.
A really excellent coaching job by Tony Sperano. We talked to him yesterday. We talked to Chad Pennington, Ricky Williams. Boy, they came in as calm as any 0-2 team that I had ever seen.
Brown gets the call. And you see the crowd there of New England defenders, including Mike Vrabel, to meet him. And an injury for New England out near the 40-yard line. Get you the update on that when we come back.
The newest for CC Sabathia. Hey! Look out the side! Fans coming to their feet and appreciate.
February the 2008, at stake the Vince Lombardi Trophy. The New England Patriots trying to rewrite history. The Giants an improbable run.
This Giant team has faith in their hearts. They think they can win this game.
And Super Bowl 42 is underway.
Second down and goal to go. Moreeeee right side. In. Touchdown. Lawrence Moreeeee.
Sacked by Michael Strahan. Steps up. Sacked again.
Loses the ball. This Giant defense is really, really good.
Play fake. Manning to throw to the end zone. Touchdown. Back to throw. Lobs one right for Morse. Touchdown. The Patriots have the lead with 2:42 to go. Manning under pressure. Avoids the rush. Still fights out of it. Now throws it deep downfield. Wide open Tyree, who makes the catch.
What a play.
39 seconds to go. Manning lobs it left. First is wide open. The New York Giants are the Super Bowl 42 champions.
Well hit the center field. To the wall. It is gone.
Nick Markakis, 5'2" young man.
Markakis has quickly established himself as one of the better young hitters in the game.
My dude can do everything, can he?
Injury was to Brendan Merriweather, the second-year safety out of Miami. Merriweather was able to get up on his own for New England and head to the sideline. Fourth down, Fields to punt. And Kevin Falk, fair catch, and it's hauled in just shy of the 8-yard line for the Pats. 12-13 remaining. Miami up big on New England.
That's what you call linebacking right there.
What a devastating shot.
Just obliterated. Smacked down hard on his back.
That was another big hit. Good golly.
ESPN 360. Whenever you're online, you're at the game.
Shot from Marshall. Got him. Touchdown. Down the right side. 10, 5, touchdown. Larry Johnson.
The Oakland Raiders select Darren McFadden.
Tomlinson with a first, breaks the tackle. Touchdown.
is providing today's aerial coverage of the game below. The Blimp travels over 60,000 miles a year to cover sporting events and television specials throughout the United States. Really appreciate them being a part of the broadcast here today. And the Miami Dolphins with a 35-13 lead on the New England Patriots. 86th all-time meeting. Dolphins lead with a mark of 47-35 in this AFC East rivalry. Sammy Morris in there at running back. Castle pump fake and a wounded duck down the sideline, and it's caught by Hill. Intercepted. Castle got hit and a flag thrown.
Castle was hit as he threw the ball. Was he hit in the head? The hit did force a high throw, did not allow him to have any velocity. That's why that ball was thrown up like a wounded duck.
Well, Joey Porter
Personal
jumping.
foul, roughing the passer, lifting and driving the quarterback into the ground. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
So the interception is nullified. Porter's trying to make his case.
Well, let's watch the hit on Matt Castle. We told you before the ball came out, there was contact. See that hit? And then dumped him head first. I gotta tell you, this hit, he's still holding the ball when you come to hit. Did he lead with the helmet? I think the helmet kind of went over to the side. That's Vonnie Holliday, number 91. But I think the extra in terms of dunking him into the ground and driving him, that can be considered to be illegal.
So Patriots hold on to it. Rush coming again, and Castle has certainly looked like an inexperienced quarterback today as Langford and Moses combine there. Let's take another look at Vonnie Holliday's shot on Castle.
See, he didn't lead with the head. He slid the head past the chest, but then the extra to drive him into the ground. I think that's where he could have let up a little bit. And remember, they're doing everything they can to protect quarterbacks in the National Football League.
Didn't think that was overt, though.
No,
we've seen others.
It was sort of a bang-bang kind of play.
Shotgun, Castle, pressure coming, and Castle caught from behind. So he was able to pick up 2-3 yards on the play. Holliday and Langford once again there defensively. Well, the questions are going to start circulating again for Matt Castle, and can he run this New England offense and get them to where they expect to be, which is the postseason.
Had some struggles today. You see the fumble there, one interception also, 19 of 31, 131 yards, one interception, one touchdown pass. I thought the non-throw to Thomas is probably the critical area.
And Castle is sacked by Quentin Moses in his second year out of Georgia. Moses was actually a third-round pick of the Oakland Raiders. And now finds himself with an opportunity here with Miami. Actually, no sack. They'll give him positive yards as he was creeping over the line of scrimmage. You know how the pendulum swings, though, Solomon. Last week, Castle gets the win. The reaction this entire week leading into this game, the Patriots are going to be okay. Castle can run the offense. Coaches will put him in a position to succeed. This week, a shocking loss, seemingly, to the Miami Dolphins, and the pendulum will swing the other way.
I think it's going to be the easy point for people to look at, but I'm going to tell you right now, don't pick on Matt Castle. You got to look at this Patriots defense and the way Ronnie Brown has run the ball. You got to fix the run defense if the Patriots are going to win in 2008.
Reggie Bush electrifying.
Reggie Bush using his speed.
Reggie Bush points it electric.
A historic run for Reggie Bush.
He dives in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown, Reggie Bush.
NASN, the #1 source for all your NFL coverage this season. We kick off each week with Sunday NFL Countdown, followed by up to 3 live games, including the top matchups from across the league. Mondays continue with 2 first-run games, followed by NFL Primetime and Monday Night Countdown with all the top stories from Sunday and all the buzz leading into the live game on Monday Night Football. Don't miss all the latest news, analysis, and features weekdays with NFL Total Access. Plus bonus coverage with NFL Game Day, Top 10, and Who Is. And come playoff time, we've got you covered with even more live games as the AFC and the NFC crown their champions with the Wild Card, Divisional, and Conference Championships. And the greatest game of them all, Super Bowl 43, live from Tampa, Florida. Plus your annual trip to the Pro Bowl in Hawaii. The NFL this season on NASN.
Miami Dolphins have put up 35 points. Last time they've had at least 35, Thanksgiving 2003, when they scored 40 against the Dallas Cowboys. Handoff, Ricky Williams, running lane. Williams still going. And into New England territory, down to the 40-yard line. Vernon Carey with another good block. This offensive line as a whole, give them all credit. Jake Long, Justin Smiley, Samson Satele, Ikechukwu and Dukwe and Vernon Carey have all done the job today.
How about Anthony Fasano? We've seen him catch the ball really well, but he's a tremendous run blocker, and I think he's factored in as well. Anytime you're running the football this well, your offensive line, your tight ends, even wide receivers down the field are doing an excellent job blocking in the run game.
3 catches for 66 yards and a touchdown for Fasano. Give is to Williams, grinding Ricky Williams. A small hole, and he was able to shoot through it for extra yardage. Well, the Dolphins, a lot of TDs on the board.
Wow.
This is not something that Miami had grown accustomed to.
Well, you look at that. That's, what, 5 touchdowns in 8 possessions for this offense. I just think it's incredible. Dan Henne, offense coordinator, calling a whale of a game against the Patriots, but then the design and the creativity we've seen has been outstanding.
On a 2nd and 1 now, Pennington and the Dolphins come up on 9 minutes to play here in the 4th. It's Ricky Williams again, and another first down for Miami. How this develops over the course of the season with Williams and Brown, and maybe the idea for Miami also is you start running Brown. Ricky Williams is more of a change of pace kind of back. And this little switch of Brown starting, Williams rotating in, look at what it's done here today.
And when the season began, I thought they would make one of the best running back tandems in the National Football League to go along with Adrian Peterson, Chester Taylor with the Minnesota Vikings. And right now, 94 rush yards for Ricky Williams. He's approaching over 100 yards rushing in this game. Ronnie Brown already has 113.
And 4 touchdowns. Give is to Williams. This time he got wrapped up right away. No gain on the play. He got thrown down. Richard Seymour over there defensively. So Brown 17 for 113, the 4 scores. And Ricky Williams 13 carries for 94 yards. He spoke very passionately about this team trying to grow something yesterday, something special, planting the seeds and staying patient, watching it develop.
And now we have seen it sprout, because we asked him yesterday, are you getting close? He says, we feel like we're getting very close to popping one, and they were able to pop a few in this game today.
2nd and 10. Williams, can he bounce it to the outside? He does, and picks up 3 yards on the play. Got the 1-year extension. We asked him, how did it come about? He said, hey, Bill Parcells called me into his office. He offered a 1-year extension.
Ricky took it.
And I took it, and I'm happy with the security. It was pretty simple.
Bill Parcells knows a deal when he sees one. Had a chance to see Ricky throughout the OTAs, the mini camps, and then training camp, the preseason, where he really performed well. And, you know, he's a good teammate. You talk to all the guys in the building, they said they love him. And I got to tell you, when we met with him yesterday, I found him to be very pleasant, to be right in tune to what the football team is doing. I think Bill Parcells made an excellent decision.
And another give. This one will go for about a yard, yard and a half. Not a whole lot there through the middle. Well, what a difference a week makes, because the Miami Dolphins were embarrassed by Arizona last week. The Patriots went into the Meadowlands and knocked off Brett Favre and the Jets 19-10, with all the question marks as to how they would handle the Tom Brady injury. And they came out of it still looking like the class of the AFC East. 39-yard field goal attempt. Rookie Dan Carpenter, school record holder for field goals and points at Montana. And he splits the uprights. Miami has put 38 points on the board. And West Haven, Connecticut native Tony Sperano is inching closer to his first win as an NFL head coach.
That's what you call linebacking right there.
What a devastating shot.
Just obliterated. Smacked down hard on his back.
That was another big hit. Good golly.
One via the air. You're going to get some highlight reels.
It's what you call a nose for the end zone. He had it today, and a nice throw, the lefty, to Anthony Fasano, and then yet again, taking it downhill and getting it to the end zone. This one, a wonderful run, 60-plus yards into the end zone. Ronnie Brown, a well of a game, going over 100 yards rushing, 4 rushing touchdowns, 1 touchdown through the air. And Dan Henning knows a weapon when he sees one as well. To have both he and former Heisman Trophy winner Ricky Williams in the same backfield, it's got to spell, I think, some really positive things for the Miami Dolphins in their future.
Well, Matthew Slater is the deep man for New England. Kevin O'Connell, the rookie out of San Diego State, backup quarterback, warming up on the Patriots sideline. 3rd-round draft pick, a 23-year-old from Carlsbad, California. And looks like O'Connell's going to get his opportunity. Matt Castle's helmet is off, and Castle's day appears to be over. 19 of 31, 131 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Kickoff from Carpenter. Kevin Falk, one of the up men, is dragged down from behind as he crossed the 25-yard line. Jason Allen got him by the ankles, and here is the NFL debut for Kevin O'Connell. Scouting report, good size, good arm strength, outstanding feet. And the rookie from San Diego State will step in here in the 4th quarter, 6:05 to play.
And you ask yourself, well, are they trying to take a look-see at Kevin O'Connell? Obviously, anytime you step on the field, you want to see how the young rookie's going to handle himself. But I think more than anything, you want to protect Matt Castle. And even on that last possession, with the score being just about what it is, he took a beating. He took several hits, as we saw the hard hit by Vonnie Holliday. So you got to protect Matt Castle, because he is your future in 2008.
And O'Connell to throw it. Moving pocket. And a short dart caught by David Thomas and then thrown down immediately. Trying to draw a parallel here. Kevin O'Connell at San Diego State, prolific numbers, 3rd-round draft pick, nearly 7,700 career passing yards, 3rd in school history, 46 career touchdowns at San Diego State.
Highly productive at San Diego State. When you bring kids in out of college, that's what you want, is that productivity. So he's used to making big plays.
And O'Connell to throw. A good-looking arm as he makes the connection to Jabbar Gaffney. O'Connell 2 of 2. That one covers 12 yards and a first down for the Pats. Well, if you go back, Tom Brady actually won his first start, just like Matt Castle did for New England. In his second start, Brady faced the Miami Dolphins October 7th, 2001, and the Dolphins beat the Patriots 30-10. Brady was 12 of 24 for 86 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. Second career start for Castle, and it's going to go down as a loss for him after getting a victory last week in his first NFL start. O'Connell is sacked, and Joey Porter is loving every minute of it. Third sack of the day for Porter. He did some talking earlier this week, and he has lived up to it on the field here on Sunday.
Made a lot of predictions. His third sack of the day, he said, we're going to bring everything at the quarterback, whether it's Matt Castle or anyone else, and they did exactly that, getting to the quarterback today. He said they were going to get their first win. I mean, now, I don't know how many of us were on that bandwagon believing in Joey Porter, but boy, did this Miami Dolphins football team come through.
Well, what was the reaction around the NFL? Oh, why is Joey Porter talking? Why are you giving Bill Belichick and the Patriots fuel? And the Miami Dolphins have come into Foxborough and have dominated the Patriots.
Oh, they look really impressive on both sides of the ball. And I'm sure Bill Belichick expected his team to play better. And, you know, even when we talked to Bill about those comments from Joey Porter, he says, you know, we're not even paying attention to that. We're just trying to win another football game. It was as if they did not need to focus on the other teams, just focus on themselves, something they've done for 21 straight games. The 22 straight wins are not to be for the Patriots.
Jabbar Gaffney brought down out on the perimeter, a 9-yard gain. Down to 3:34 and counting. And now a bye week for New England. So in this particular case, you're not happy for the bye. I think you'd rather get back on the field and get this out of your system for Matt Castle's sake, for this offense's sake. Yeah, everybody stepped up their games last week and lifted the level of play for the Patriots. Obviously, it wasn't going to be that way for the entire season. And they're human. The New England Patriots, 21 straight wins, and it's going to go by the wayside here. The streak will end, and it'll end against the team that last beat them in the regular season, the Miami Dolphins. Coming up next, the NFL on CBS continues. Steelers and the Eagles, the Jags tangle with the Colts. The Browns take on the Ravens. All of the action here on CBS. Chad Pennington, his day is done. And the other Chad on this Dolphins roster, Chad Henne, the rookie out of Michigan. Now put into the game by Tony Sperano. Henne last week, 7 of 12, 67 yards, led them on a touchdown drive late in that loss to Arizona. Patrick Cobbs will get an opportunity now to run the football in his third year out of North Texas, former Pittsburgh Steeler, Sun Belt Conference career rushing leader. And there's Henne. He was a winner at Michigan, a 4-year starter for the Wolverines, and certainly a player that they believe in for the future.
Well, he certainly is the future, but he's not the present. Chad Pennington is the present. We talked to Coach Sperano about it. He said, you know, Chad Pennington, he gives us the luxury to pace Chad Hennings's development. They can bring Henne along very slowly, because they do have the presence of a veteran quarterback and Chad Pennington, who can show Henne how to study and how to be a good quarterback in the NFL.
That's a big part of it, too, because Pennington is going to be a tremendous example for Chad Henne. Pennington, the film study, the extra work after practice, that's always been a part of his game. But if you're a rookie and you see a 9-year veteran doing that, as a rookie, that will make for good habits.
I think Chad Pennington is going to make an excellent coach in this league one day. Bright young man with a lot of football in him.
2-minute warning, not a lot of football left here.
Reggie Bush electrifying.
Reggie Bush using his speed.
Reggie Bush points it electric.
A historic run for Reggie Bush.
He dives in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown, Reggie Bush.
NASN, the #1 source for all your NFL coverage this season. We kick off each week with Sunday NFL Countdown, followed by up to 3 live games, including the top matchups from across the league. Mondays continue with 2 first-run games, followed by NFL Primetime and Monday Night Countdown with all the top stories from Sunday and all the buzz leading into the live game on Monday Night Football. Don't miss all the latest news, analysis, and features weekdays with NFL Total Access. Plus bonus coverage with NFL Game Day, Top 10, and Who Is. And come playoff time, we've got you covered with even more live games as the AFC and the NFC crown their champions with the wild card, divisional, and conference championships. And the greatest game of them all, Super Bowl 43, live from Tampa, Florida. Plus your annual trip to the Pro Bowl in Hawaii. The NFL this season on NASN.
The Miami Dolphins came in having lost 20 of their last 21 games. And what a turnaround effort here today to get their first win of 2008 and first win for Tony Sparano as a head coach of the NFL. Patrick Cobbs turns it inside, lost the football, but it was already whistle dead. And James Sanders over there defensively. Miami has a bye. They'll enjoy the week. And then a matchup with the San Diego Chargers. They're at Houston, home for Baltimore, and home for Buffalo as they wrap up the month of October before heading to Denver. Well, for Ronnie Brown, if there was anybody that questioned whether or not he's back from the torn ACL, he's back.
Wow, big time.
Brandon Fields will punt it with 1:17 left. And play clock had run
Delay
out.
a game, offense.
So for the Miami Dolphins, a win that they can build on, and certainly for Tony Sparano and his coaching staff, what they've been preaching throughout OTAs and in training camp, preseason, regular season. You need that win so those messages will stick.
Or it validates the points you've been emphasizing through the OTAs, mini camp and training camp, and players begin to believe. And now they got the Gatorade, and they're headed for their head coach, Tony Sparano.
Yeah, get ready for a shower, Tony, because it's coming now.
Wow, he got it good. He doesn't mind, though. Feeling real good about it. See, now he's winning over his players. Do they believe in their coach now? I think that's a clear sign. That kind of congratulations where they are on board with Tony Sparano.
Final minute here in New England. Kevin O'Connell is in at quarterback, replacing Matt Castle. And on a handoff for Lamont Jordan, he can pad his numbers. Jordan not 100%, playing with that foot injury. No Lawrence Maroney today, out with a shoulder injury. And for Bill Belichick, well, this one is going to stew for a while. Patriots have a bye next week.
And I'm sure Bill Belichick, you ask, is he concerned about Matt Castle? Yes, I'm sure he is. He's concerned about his running game. But more than anything, he's probably more concerned with his defense that was torn to shreds today and gave up over 200 yards rushing to the Miami Dolphins.
And that's it. A stunner in Foxborough. And the streak is over. After 21 consecutive regular season victories, the Patriots fall to the Miami Dolphins, 38-13, the final. As we wrap things up here from Gillette Stadium. For Solomon Wilcots, I'm Ian Eagle. Miami wins it. Don't forget, second half of the doubleheader coming up. We'll take you to New York and James Brown after these messages. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports.
The stage is set for the opening weekend of a new NHL season. And this year, the Stars are